What's happening, people? My name is Dirty Mike and welcome to the advanced body feint tutorial. And in this video I'm going to be focusing on what to look for and when to execute the move while adding some new variations into your gameplay. In my opinion, in FIFA 14, hands down the body feint is the most effective move, and it starts because it's so simple, yet it can get very complex. There's a lot of versatility in the body feint, and nearly every player on the pitch is capable of using the body feint. 2-star skill move, and it's been used a lot in competitive tournaments, even casual matches online, and there's just so much you can do with it. So if you enjoy this video, it would be great if you could show me some support, spread it around the community a little bit because it takes a long time to make in-depth tutorial vids, and dropping a comment and let me know what kind of tutorial you'd like to see in the future would be outstanding. A lot of people ask me about the body feint and the step over in my typical gameplay videos, so I thought this was a good starting point. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about the move a little bit. So number one, we have facing the sideline, which is going to be a situation I don't think you see the body feint all that often. It creates a lot of space, and your opposition's just not used to playing defense in these situations. And number two is splitting the defense, which is a great way to use and abuse and kind of tear up your opponent for not playing defense. I know some players just sit back there and they jockey or they let the AI defend for them. Well, this is going to be a problem if you know how to use the body feint. You're going to just eat all day and you're going to be able to create opportunities. Number three is the double body feint, very self-explanatory. If you're doing this move frequently, then obviously you're going to need to add some new flair. You've got to be able to keep your opponent always guessing on what's happening, and I love using the double body feint. And last but not least, we have the combo 360, which is the body feint plus the roulette. I think both moves have been improved this year, and they work great when you can combine them. So we're in their arena right now, and I'm just going over the basics. You got to be comfortable going left and right, and I think this is a great place to practice the body feint prior to actually getting into some gameplay and trying out some of these new techniques, and some of them you might be familiar with. But I'm going to start at the beginning, and then we're going to get a little bit more complicated as we progress in the video. As we transition into facing the sideline, if you guys need Ultimate Team coins, check out the FIFA UT coin store. The links will be in the description. And we've got Kone here, freeze frame, and the majority of the time your opponent is either going to tackle you from in front of your player or behind him, and it leaves a big gap that you can kind of spurt through, and that's where you have facing the sideline. And the reason I've titled it that is because you're facing the sideline when you execute this move, and I don't think many players are going to expect you to burst through the hole and take advantage of the space in front of you, and that's what you're going to see here with De Bruyne. Just a bunch of space in front of him, but how are we going to get there quickly? And bam, we turn, another finesse shot. And it's very important, if you want to exit this move with the most momentum, the most speed possible, you want that little burst, you have to move in 90-degree angles, so either diagonal to diagonal or perpendicular to perpendicular. Next up, we have splitting the defense, and this is all about using your opposition's momentum against them. So we've got a little bit of a mini break, a 1-on-4 opportunity, but it's pretty obvious that your opponent is going to be heading in this diagonal direction. So if you can shift to the middle, he's out of the play, he opens up his body, very easy finesse finish. And the key is using momentum, and then something that I love is those guys that are just sitting back and they're not playing defense. They've let the AI do it for them. They will not auto-tackle the body feint, so you can just slip in between. You're never really going against two players. You're only going against this front man, and that's why I've kind of highlighted him each time. If you beat him, the guy that's chasing from behind is never going to catch you, and it's a nice easy finish there for Honda. Look at this. Oof! Just a sexy finish. A little bit of some razzle-dazzle, and it looks a lot fancier than it actually is. We get a little bit lucky there on the dummy, and we've got Zudasak coming down the right side, and there's a lot of space in between the players here, and that's what you're trying to hit, and the momentum thing is going to cause problems. Bam, he's out of the play, and another lovely finesse shot off the post. Splitting the defense is probably the most common way that I use the body feint, and it just looks great. It's an awesome animation, and skill moves are still alive in FIFA Ultimate Team. The double body feint is all about keeping your opponent guessing. And in this first clip, we've got a great breakdown. I've done the first move, and he's overplaying, and there's a lot of space down the wing. We break it down, whip it in, Kone wins the header, and those are very overpowered so far this year. Maybe one more patch to improve things. But the double body feint is just keeping your opponent honest. You want him to respect that you can do skill moves, and you don't want him overplaying. He's seen a few of your step overs or a few of your body feints, and he thinks he's got you down packed. As you see there, I just did 3 in a row just to prove a point of how explosive this move is, and I had my opposition so confused he had no idea where I was going, and it made for a beautiful finish. Last but not least, we have the combo 360, which is the sideline body feint followed by a roulette. I think that's the most effective way to do this move, and we're not going to have any freeze frames. I just want to show you guys and give you a taste of how this actually works. I was thinking about doing a video over the roulette, and that's why I'm not going in too much depth with this, but I wanted to show you what the final animation looks like, the combination in full speed in online matches, as we get a beautiful finesse shot here from Kone. Just, what a sexy goal. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Busting out a little Lucerque Labelle in my celebration. But make sure to drop some feedback. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at MikeSo9USA. I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.